Guys, it's me, it's Queen Elseharu, and thank you for coming to another exciting edition of Ask an Aquarius. So if you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Now, I wanted to tell you guys something that I didn't even know I was going to tell you. It just came out of nowhere. When I woke up this morning, I was having a shit-ass day. Like, it started off like that. I get up every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning because I have to work by 5. And I got up this morning and I was annoyed, I was grumpy. My supervisor was bugging me about something stupid I can't, I'm just like, it's early in the morning, why are you bugging me at 5 a.m.? I ended up, my cycle came on, my moon came on. And then FedEx comes with my package. And they're robbing me to get my package. They're charging me an astronomical amount of money to get my package because Costa Rica has all these crazy import taxes and custodians and people who charge you to give you your package. And it just was a really bad day. And then this really mean woman sent me this horrible letter on YouTube about, and I didn't even read it because by the time I got to that part, I read the first sentence and I saw where it was going. It was like, oh, you have your opinion and I'm entitled to mine. And I was like, I'm at my threshold. I've had all I can take and I can't take no more. And if I read this letter, I might find this bitch and kill her. So I stopped at the first line and I just deleted it and kept going. And I said to myself, how am I going to do a meditation? How am I going to sit and do a video today when I'm having the worst day I've had in like 5 months? Like, this is an awful day. And how am I going to sit and give any kind of message, like an inspirational message at that, to anybody about anything? And then I realized something. I heard this whisper in my mind say, what would you tell your subscribers? And I was like, well, I would tell them to reach for a happier thought. The same thing Esther Hicks always says, reach for a happier thought. And I was like, okay, what else would you tell them? Do a meditation, have some tea, relax. And something in me said, then do that. You do that. Take your own advice. So I did. I sat down and I had my water and I did my meditation, the one that I just gave for the 90-day meditation challenge. And then I realized that that's the message. Every day is not peaches and cream. Some days are awful. They're awful, or at least even a part of it might be awful, or the whole thing might be awful. You know, things are not going to stop happening to you because you're trying to be a spiritual person, because you're working towards being a better person, because you're, doing meditations and you're, working on yourself and you're going to therapy and you're doing your journaling. That doesn't mean that awful people aren't going to send you mean letters, or you're going to get nasty inboxes. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that FedEx is going to stop trying to steal from you. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that your cycle is going to just stop coming on and everything is going to go smooth and perfect and the world is going to, sing your praises. It doesn't mean that at all. You're still going to have obstacles. You're still going to have delays. You're still going to have issues. You're still going to have nasty people focus on you. You're still going to have all these things happen. But the only difference is that now you have tools to work through them in a more productive way. So instead of snapping on this girl, instead of cussing out the FedEx guy, which I really wanted to do, I really wanted to cuss him out, wanted to choke his ass. Instead of any of those kind of things, instead of quitting my job and telling my supervisor to, get out my face, instead of doing any of those stupid things that would have put me in a position of being uncomfortable later, because if I had cussed out the FedEx guy, he wouldn't have given me my package. But instead of, doing those kind of things, it's like just use the productive things you know to do and come back to the best place of peace you possibly can, And that's what I realized this morning, is that one of the things I don't do enough of is telling you guys about the struggle, because most of the time I'm not struggling. Most of the time, everything is, working out for me. But that's not going to be every single day. Most of the time, things are going to go great. Most of the time, things are going to go pretty effortless, as a matter of fact. But some days, they're not. Some moments are not. Okay? So just because you have an obstacle or a delay, don't give up. And don't think that, throwing the towel and everything is over. Just have to regroup. Use your productive methods. Get your head back together. Get back in the game. Delete those nasty messages. You know, be glad your package came. It could have got lost in the mail. you know, take a Tylenol and move on. You know, or Advil or aspirin or whatever it is you do, for pain, deal with that and then move on, you know? So I wanted you guys to know that because I really want you to see one of the things I do. I try to tell you guys my struggles as well as my triumphs because I want you to know when you struggle that it's okay. I want you to know that we all struggle. Even those of us that are happy. I was watching one of my mentors. I have all these imaginary mentors that don't really know me, like Ian Levanzan and Oprah. That's my imaginary mentors. But one of my other ones is Dean Graziosi, and he was talking today about all of the things that go wrong when you're trying to make them go right. And I just wanted to tell you guys, like, things go wrong all the time, and for the rest of our lives, things are going to go wrong. But it's how we respond to them, and it's our attitude about them that makes the real difference. Now, I could be sitting here right now sulking. I could have been like, I'm not doing my video today. I'm doing it tomorrow. I could have did that. I could have did all of that, but I was like, nah, because I thought about something. Yesterday, I was talking about things that I'm committed to, and I'm not really committed to anything except for my daughter, really. But then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute. But you also committed to spirituality. You committed to being there, being with the goddess. And you committed to telling your story to help other people. So use that energy to help somebody else. Today, one of you probably is having a bad day. One of you today is probably going through something, maybe even worse than what I went through today. And you're sitting there right now watching this message, thinking to yourself, well, yeah, that's easy for her to say, like it's easy for her to be inspired. But now it's like, yeah, but no, it's not always easy for her. It's not. It's easier now because I do the right thing more often than not. But I didn't always. So if you're going through something right now, and you're trying to come to the other side, just use the productive methods that you know. Use the positive things that you know. It'll be okay. This too will pass, and tomorrow is another day. Okay? See you later.